that, and then hit the one beside it. Start. No, go to down. No, that one, but down where it says start. Yeah, hit start. And then come over to this one and hit go live. Go live at the bottom? No, at the bottom. Hit that? Yeah. Hit it? There you go. All right, now we're going. That's everything. That's the Facebook. The YouTube's already going and the Facebook's going, so we're going on both of them. No, you're going. What? Oh, yeah, that's the one. You just drag that over like yourself. There you go. Now you're all set up and ready to rock.
I know what I'm doing.
Is that the engineer in training?
Thank you.
It'll be the same lesson next week.
Well, we are officially on. This is it. Thursday night. We've left it to the last minute. We have no more shows in the bank. We are just doing it and letting it go out. This is it. We have no room for error, fellas. It's not the YouTube audience and the Facebook Live audience. It's those people who listen to our great podcast listeners who count on our program coming out every week. You know, like our queen, Jen Husko.
Yeah.
You know, like our Diamond Club listener, Emil Van Steeg.
Lori Ball.
And Lori Ball, too. You know, these people, they count on us, and we have to do it. So we got in an all-star cast today. We got a newbie, a virgin.
Ooh, auditions.
Yeah.
Ooh, I like being called that.
Yeah. You're getting your Dutch Hall cherry popped.
Right.
Yeah, it was an ambush thing, and it was really just me. To be honest, you sent me a nice text that was very, like, meek. It was meek, right? You didn't have a lot of confidence in it. You didn't have confidence that I knew who you were.
Well, I figure even somebody at my level, I forget people all the fucking time. So I imagine at your level, you forget people even more. So I'm like, you know what? I'm not going to just assume this guy remembers me.
Oh, no, I remember everybody. But we had, like, long chats. The first time we met at the Galley Pump, we talked for a while.
Mm-hmm.
And I talked to you again in Niagara Falls.
In Taps, yeah.
And so, like, I mean, there was like, you didn't have to be meek, is what I'm saying. We had an established relationship, I thought.
That feels really good to hear you say that.
Well, that's nice. You know what else? You sent me the message, and then I'm like, I smelled like this guy might be eager to come to a show, right? Because normally, when I ask comics to come on and do my show, it's hard to get them to come out.
Really?
Yeah, because...
Is that because most of them don't drive?
That is the biggest one. Yeah, because they don't drive. They're like, the ones that don't drive are very eager to come out. And then they can never work out a ride, and then they end up not coming out, right?
Is this shop talk?
Ooh.
No.
No?
It's podcast talk.
Okay.
Oh. Okay.
Podcast talk.
All right.
Nice try.
When I book NHL people, they always show up.
Very good.
Bring it back. It's everything. It's not just comedy, Jen Husko. And thank you. Well, this is what we'll do. We'll set this up, and then we'll do the thing we do to start the show, right? This show, because of our queen and only Patreon supporter, Jen Husko, she does not appreciate shop talk. Now we have a comedian here. Normally, when I have a comedian...
We're getting close.
No offense, Rick, but when I have a comedian, that's not true. There's certain ones where, because I don't get to talk to them very often, I want to pick their brain, you know? Mm-hmm. I want to find out what they want to do, right? And so I can't resist the urge to, even when my queen, Jen Husko, tells me not to talk comedy shop, I still do it. But in your case, I do not want to pick your brain at all. I don't.
There's nothing to pick. I'm here to pick yours.
Nothing to pick. Yes, that's what from the text. It seemed as though you were here to pick my brain. Therefore, I felt I could deflect, and then we could just talk about life in general, and I could make my queen happy. But the tendency to get sucked into comedy talk is strong. So I need to resist it. So I have a punishment for myself. I found whatever's left of a bottle of booze there, and we have some more beers if I have to. And I'm going to start, I have to do a shot of the gross booze every time we talk comedy shop.
Does it have to be like a unanimous vote?
How about if I'm saying to him, because he is a comedian and I'm going to interview him, he's first time here, if I said, like, who were your comedy influences?
I would let that one go, but the second you guys start talking crafting jokes.
Crafting jokes. Yes, I agree, Kev.
So we can talk about it as entertainment.
We can talk about comedians in general.
Yep.
But, we could say Chris Rock and Will Smith there. We can talk about that, right?
What do you think, Wes?
I think Jen's going to let you know if that's acceptable or not.
Oh, you're right.
You might be getting hammered next week.
Hey, I'd like to talk a little bit about Johnny Depp's wife taking a shit in the bed.
Well, that's not shop talk.
That's not shot talk. That has nothing to do with comedy at all.
Nope. She's just
Except it's funny as hell.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's so funny.
she had to go.
How big does the red flag have to be?
Hey, man, who doesn't just shit the bed a little bit when you have too much?
But you don't leave it.
You don't blame the dog. That's the thing. You don't blame the dog. That's where she went too far. You just don't blame the dog.
Not living if you don't shit the bed.
Yeah. I was like,
Talked about this.
hey, you shit the bed, and he's like, no, the dog. It was the dog. It was like, the dog shitting your ass crack?
We don't have it.
I think most people know the difference between animal shit and human shit.
Yeah.
It doesn't taste the same, that's for sure.
Yeah. Half of the shit was still in your panties. Dog shit in your panties? We should just start the show, Kevin. You know the thing we do.
Yes, sir.
Do it! Hey, hot crowd. Hey, thank you. Whoa, abrupt stop. I like how that happens. They just stop. They want to hear my voice. They're attentive.
Yep.
And I just love this audience.
Good audience.
Welcome, everyone, to the Dutch Hall. I am your host. I'm not even going to say my name yet because that's not how we do things.
Nope.
But we have a great night here in the pool shed in Pine Grove. We are the greatest pool shed ever to come out of Pine Grove in podcast in the history of the world. Is that how it goes? I think I meant something like that.
Sounds right.
Yep, you got it.
Sorry, a little bit of supper. This week we have a great cast, everyone. As always, the person that is my engineer, it says so on his resume,
Yep.
Kevin Fingers Van Dungeon, everyone. And making his return to the Dutch Hall, formerly of the Nocturnal Emissions. I'm going to say formerly of the Nocturnal Emissions.
Regretfully.
Ooh.
Regretfully, yes. Ladies and gentlemen, my favorite still, Whiskey Wes Haegens, everyone.
I give him a longer one. It's a longer one.
Well, the crowd loves him because
yeah.
they've awaited his return.
That's right.
Wes, I made dramatic pauses in your introduction. Did you notice that?
I did.
I was hinting at something. I know I got a piece of information I need to talk to you about. Don't let me forget it.
All right.
Kevin, don't let me forget to ask Wes or
right.
tell Wes a piece of information because you know I have a memory like a
I'm
goldfish.
a good engineer.
Thank you. And ladies and gentlemen, our virgin, our newbie, the very first timer in the Dutch Hall. Happy to have him all the way from Kitchener, Ontario. Ladies and gentlemen, comedian Ric Aleexandre, everyone. Hey, I like you too.
That's awesome. That's the best applause I've ever gotten.
Well, that is great. And me, I'm your host and two-time President's Club Award winner, Pete Van Dyke. washing it. Love you all. This is a great show that we have planned today. I have stuff written, which I don't usually do. I don't usually write things, and I actually gotta have them. If I don't look at them, then what's the point of writing it? But first, we got the ground rules out of the way. The comedy thing is settled, right? The second thing that I wanted to get out of the way was, Wes. Let's just do this so I don't forget it.
Let's do it. All right.
Okay. I've been selling a church, right?
Yep.
And before that, I sold the pews, right?
Yep.
And they were in Steve's barn, right? You remember Steve, the reluctant German?
Yeah, I remember.
Also of the Nocturnal Emissions. Remember that guy?
I recall. Yeah.
He says to me, he says.
Did he say that really?
Yeah. He said around the 400th, he said, you guys had a conversation.
We did.
And he said, are you going to this thing? And you go, I don't know. Pete says there's another bass player coming. I don't know if there's going to be two bass players. And then Steve goes, well, I'm not going if you're not going. And then nobody came, right? And no one of the Nocturnal Emissions showed up. Not one on the 400th episode. Not one member of the Nocturnal Emissions showed up. You know, broke my heart. You know, barely even started the show. Barely even started the show. No, that's not true. But it was a bit of a downer. You know, you guys are such a big part of those 400. So, anyways, he told me your excuse, right? And about there being another bass player. That's my bad. And that's where I owe you an apology, right here. Because I wanted to make clear, that guy, Brad Good, excellent guy.
For sure.
Excellent musician. He can play any instrument. He doesn't have to play a fucking bass. When Whiskey Wes Haegens is in the Dutch Hall, I want to make a new policy here. You know, when there's a musical performance of any sort going on, and there's a guy, now if you're in a band and you're the bass player in that band and you're performing on the Dutch Hall here, you're allowed to play bass in your band, but then put your fucking bass away, right? When you're not playing your song that you're performing, you put your bass away. If you're going to jam with the rest of us, pick up a fucking tambourine, play a guitar, right? Twiddle your thumbs. I don't care. Whiskey Wes Haegens is doing the job of the bass player. That's what I'm going to say right now, because I didn't want to say that I had another bass player in here. I don't even know if he did play bass, because they were doing like. Do you remember?
No, I think they both play guitar.
They both play guitar, yeah. So it was a miscommunication.
Well, there was more to it as well.
You had COVID, too.
I did have COVID, so I canceled the gig the day before. The weekend before.
The weekend before, yeah.
The weekend before. And then everything fell apart with the 400th episode. And I was still zero fucking energy at all.
Yeah.
And Steve said, okay, these other guys are coming, and I just did not have the energy to come out and, on a whim, learn with new musicians that we haven't played with before.
Fair enough.
I don't know that I would have made it out without them either. I don't know.
Yeah. Well, anyways, my real point of bringing up the story is, you hear Steve's excuse? Well, if you're not going, then I'm not going, right?
Am I the new leader?
Yeah. I guess you're the leader, right? I'm not going, and that was what he said to me that I'm supposed to be cool with it. Here, you got COVID. You got another person playing your bass. You got energy that's like zapped right out of you.
Yep.
You got a long list of reasons not to come. Steve, well, if you're not going, I'm not going. Hey, there's a party going on. There's a good time. No, I don't want to go if I just have to see a bunch of people who I've known over the last 8 years, kind of thing. That to me, I'm going to put the word right out here right now that Steve the Reluctant German has to come on this show and answer to himself. How about that?
I think that sounds good.
Otherwise, I'm going to continue to trash him every week, which I think this show's been lacking, is a good German trashing on a weekly basis.
Yep.
Yeah. And maybe we should get out the old joke book and just look up a German joke or two. But you know what? I got one. Right?
You're ready.
They're easy.
I was really looking forward to that reunion too.
Yeah, I know. Well, you know what I think is gonna. You know what I think the reunion. Because I still have a dream. I still have dreams about it, but the reunion I've come to realize cannot come from the father. It must come from the child. You know, the reunion has to come with my children. The children have to come together and make a surprise daddy, because I ain't doing it no more. Like, there's too many fucking people who just disappoint me at the last minute. It breaks my heart again and again. I'm mostly thinking of my buddy Dave. I don't know what to do to get him out anymore. You know,
I don't know.
I want to get him in the Dutch Hall. I think we can get him back in here. Get the earphones on him.
Yep.
Get him like in the nice
Play
warm
a theme song.
Yeah, play that theme song. Just hear it in your ears there. You know, he's right back into it. Before you know it, I'll just pass him a guitar, you know? Just say play around with it. Just tinkle through the thing. And then slowly maybe we can get one guy trickling in once in a while.
I think you could just get him to do that Clean Flow theme that he came up with.
Yeah. You can play that.
Yeah.
I can play that, actually.
I think I could, too.
It's shit. It's a disgrace to our sponsor, our great sponsor, Clean Flow. He asked for one thing, and Dave wrote a goddamn whole bunch of. He wrote the theme song and a bunch of jingles for the Barbie Mansion show.
Yep.
Right? He never met those girls before. I met those girls, and Dave just shoehorned himself into a relationship with them. It's actually genius what he did. Worked great. They're great friends now too. They love Dave, eh? More than me, I think.
Well, your coattails must be in better shape now. Around.
Yeah.
Without him riding your coattails on everything.
Dave?
Yes.
Yeah, but he was the man that wrote the music for the show, and he couldn't write a fucking jingle for a great sponsor, Clean Flow.
Nope.
Check out their products at cleanflow.com. That's KLEENFLO, cleanflow.com. That's a great sponsor there, Clean Flow.
It is.
You know, they give us cake every week. Cake every week.
Nice. Pays for all this.
All of it. Everything you see here. No.
All the not drywall.
Well, they did give us that thing that looks like a sperm that's on the guitar.
Nice.
And, Kevin, I forgot to tell you, you and Beaver got Clean Flow hats.
All right.
Those, like that. Like the camel hats that are on the bar there. Yeah, you got Clean Flow hats.
Sweet.
And I got a drunk text from our sponsor one day. He told me to write more jokes. And who's going to listen to something for an hour and a half, is what he said. And I'm like, well, I don't know. It's kind of the format of the show, you know, like it's not the people that watch these things. This is what they watch, or if they listen to these things, that's what they listen to. Like it's a genre on its own. Yeah. He was saying Seinfeld's 22 minutes, you know, and then I said, yeah, like can you give me more money?
Yeah,
and then I'll write fucking jokes and go 22 minutes because. And then he said, yeah, I've been drinking, eh?
$40 million an episode, you'll write some jokes.
Yeah. He said, you keep doing what you're doing. He says, keep it up. Good job. But you're married?
I am.
Rick? And how long have you been married for?
11 years.
11 years. Would your wife let you and your friend go on a vacation with two women of your age group that are from, like, let's say, from the United States, and you're just going to meet up in Atlanta or something, go to a concert together?
I kind of feel like this might not be hypothetical.
No, this is what we did. Me and Charters did it, and our wives let us do it.
That's pretty astonishing. My wife won't even let me go visit my dad in Arizona in the wintertime.
Why?
Well, because then I'll be having fun and not her.
Oh, I thought you were going to fuck your dad.
It's never crossed my mind, but what happens in Arizona?
Oh, man. Because I thank God it was just about the having fun thing. Your wife's a scorecard lady. She's like, she likes to say, like, she gets to have as much fun as you, and she doesn't want to see it get out of hand. Like, if you go out with the boys, then she wants to go with the girls, and you stay home with the kids, kind of thing.
Not necessarily. I think it's just more of a jealousy thing. It's just pretty much it. If I'm having fun, she wants to have fun.
Huh. She's jealous of the fun you're having.
Yeah, I went to see Black Sabbath with my dad a few years ago, And my wife was mad because she wanted to go. I said, you don't even like Black Sabbath. She's like, I know, but you're going to go and have fun. But if you went out to see a band that you didn't like, you would not have fun.
Just tell her that you wouldn't have fun if she was there.
Yeah, that'll help.
I'm helping.
Not only an engineer, he's a good therapist.
Yeah, he really is smart. He comes up with great ideas all the time. It's one of the reasons we have him here. And we call him Fingers.
I know. I like that.
Do you want to know why?
I'd love to.
Well, so would we.
Yeah, I don't know why either.
We have no idea why.
I just assumed it was the keyboard, but since you asked, I thought there's got to be more to it.
In fact, the nickname Fingers that we gave him, it lost steam so fast, and Beaver just started calling you Donger, eh? And he just he gave up completely on Fingers, and he will not support it.
No.
Yeah. Beaver's like one of the most honest and opinionated guys I've met in my life, and he just went ahead and changed it, but he didn't tell me because he didn't want to break. Because we went all that effort, eh?
I suppose. I have been Donger everywhere I've been, though.
Why don't you just say that and it would save us that whole episode?
I don't know.
Donger is a fabulous nickname.
It's in my last name.
Yeah, Donger, and then you have but you should have the big dick then, right? With that nickname. Yeah. So it's just because it's the name, but it does kind of give you the kind of like swag of having a big cock, right?
Or I could be a big dick.
Oh, you are a donger.
Yeah.
Oh, you're a big dong.
Mr. Wang.
You're like a dickhead. Yeah, you're like a real cock.
I think we got it.
We just got to drive it home a little bit more.
Wait a second. There's more.
Just a big fucking mushroom head, eh?
Big throbbing dickhead.
Yeah, I get it now.
Crystal clear.
Yeah. Anyways, we did do it. It was very platonic, and me and Dave are like the unfuckables. Like because we honestly didn't think that it was wrong what we were doing because it was just it was just like, yeah, we want to go to this concert. It'd be cool. They live state over, and so then they put us up in a nice hotel. They gave us drinks. They had a whole bar set up for us when we got there. Like they upgraded our hotel because we were in a cheap hotel, and then they were like, "Oh, my sister works at this like ritzy one or something." We got to stay in the CNN building, and then they had all this booze for us. They treated us like gold, all because they listened to this program.
Nice.
That's why you got a podcast, man.
Yeah, I'm here.
So then I was saying, like, I would be like, "This is why I'm podcasting. I don't make any fucking money." So all of a sudden, someone like these girls want to do something nice for us. This is what we get. This is their pay. Like, this is finally my pay, right? Mm. It's like, of course I'm going to do it. And it was so much fun, too. Like, it was super fun. And then my aunt found out, like, because my buddy Dave's married to my cousin. And then my aunt found out, and then she was, like, outraged, eh? And then turns out that what we were doing was kind of like a little risque or something. Like, it was, like, thought of as being wrong. But I was like, I don't know. Isn't that with everyone else? Like, because if you just are like totally unfuckable, like if you just are like monogamous to the point where we've lost all like hunting skills, like we don't even think that way anymore. We're just docile, like fucking, eunuchs.
Just hanging out with a new person.
Yeah. It's just a new person that they drink like crazy. But yeah, there was. Anyways, I just didn't know. Your wife would not be cool with that.
No.
Would yours, Kev?
I don't think she'd. I don't know. That's a tough one with other women, but
because it could happen. Now it's real because you're on this program now long enough. So now it's like all of a sudden there's a couple of listeners that are like, you know what? Why don't you come out to Virginia? Yeah, and they're like, and I'm like, Kev too.
I'd be better off to get ahead of it, that's for sure, and just admit what was going on.
Yeah, you gotta admit it. But it's a fan. It's a fan of the show.
Yeah, I don't know how she'd react. I don't know. She's not a scorekeeper though. I think she's happy. Like she's generally happy to get me the fuck out on Thursday night or whatever night we do.
Yeah. Really?
Yep.
Well, that's good. That's a good wife. What about your? This doesn't count. What about your wife with comedy though? Does she appreciate? No. He's going out and doing it. if you're
This is marriage talk.
and you're also in a band. You're in a band.
Okay, yeah, this is all right.
All right, so you have hobbies outside of and you have a real job.
Yeah.
So you have a family, a wife, a real job, a band,
Yeah.
and a budding comedy career.
My wife is part of the band, though. So
Oh,
that
okay.
might not count.
Okay, that is, but no, it counts because you're still doing it.
That's
Yeah,
Oh no, but she supports
she's still
that.
with me,
yeah,
yeah.
yeah.
that's fun neutral.
So like the
Yeah.
comedy, you're not doing it with your wife, so you're out doing that, and your wife isn't doing it.
She likes to come out to some of the better shows.
Yeah, yeah. But the shitty ones are a punishment for her.
Yeah, well, I just kind of flat out say, you don't have to come to this one.
Yeah. Does she think you're having fun though?
Well, she knows I'm doing it to have fun.
Yeah, yeah.
So, yeah, she knows that.
But it's a weird kind of fun, right?
Yeah, especially at my level, it's kind of stressful. You know, I want to do good. I want to impress. Who's going to be there? Yada, yada. I'm in my head. I'm worried about my set.
Yeah,
After I go on and I can have a beer, I'm like, okay, now it's time to relax and chill out a little bit.
Can I ask a comedy-related question?
Yeah.
If you eat shit, how is she with that?
She's fine with it.
Do you bring it home? Do you bring it home if you've had a bad set? Oh, did I do
This
it?
is shop talk
That's
for
comedy
sure.
talk.
That's shop talk. Ah, damn it.
Oh, here's your one.
All right, I'll have to do it.
Were you at least allowed to finish your question before you do that?
Oh yeah, that's true. Can I finish it?
Might as well if you got a drink.
If I got a drink, do you bring that home? If you bomb on stage, do you go home and are you in a shitty mood?
No, not really.
Do you like swear in your sleep? Follow up question to the same question.
She tells me I cry in my sleep, so I don't know. It could be because of that.
You cry in your sleep?
Apparently.
I used to have like sleeping Tourette's. Like I would just be fuck, like just in my sleep, just cursing like cunt, motherfucker, you know. And it was just me dissecting my act where I was eating shit on stage, over and over again in my head. That's how until you don't do it.
Well, luckily for me,
He took a drink.
now it's time to stop for him.
Yeah, I'm done. I'm done, Jen. Oh, mother. What even is it? It's tequila, I think. Ooh, it kind of has a weird taste to it.
It's weird how you took a pretty big sip, and it looks like there's the exact same amount in that bottle.
It's very wide at the bottom. Yeah.
Just like me.
I got one more slip like that in, but it is. You know what we were talking earlier about how you're watching a hockey game, how the commentators, because the commentators will like go with the momentum of the game.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? So like if the Leafs, we're watching a Leaf game and the Leafs are playing the Lightning, and then the Leafs would be up 1-0, and they're like, "Well, look at Matthews is on a roll. You know, he's never been playing better. Look at how he's taking strides on the ice, and he's shot is crisp, and then this is why he's the future of the NHL." And then all of a sudden, Tampa gets 2 quick goals, and it's like this is why this team is struggling, and why they will never make it to the next round, and they're like ebb and flow with the wind, like that's how dumb they are. They look at what's happening and they think this is it, so they jump on, right? Yep. And there's something about human nature like that, eh? Like we always want to yeah, like we'll jump on a bandwagon, Yep. We'll go forward with whatever the mob's doing. Like we just do it. We love to like root for an underdog to like make it, and then root for him to fall. Oh yeah. And then we love this comeback. It's like we just we never look at things from far enough back where we can just get a perspective of the whole situation. Yeah. Like even the stock. You watch I watch Bloomberg, right? Because I'm trying to figure out money. And these guys are idiots on that show. Like they just, every day, if it's going up, they're happy. If it's going down, they're like fucking crisis, They don't even. Everyone just. My point is that how, why are people so stupid? You know, or what percentage of the people, are they just doing what everyone else does without thinking discernibly, or they can't look at the full picture?
I don't know. I sometimes wonder if it's 80-20, and the 20 that are stupid are the loudest.
Yeah, or they got jobs in media.
Yeah, yeah.
Is it also that they're trying to entertain? And since you were in finance yourself, you're not necessarily who they're talking to. They're talking to an idiot like me, who doesn't know anything about money.
Yeah,
and trying to keep me watching, kind of thing. Whereas you know what they're talking about, and you're like, no, you're just a fucking idiot.
They're looking at it based on a day. But if you look at the full thing, what's going on, you're going to see. You understand this isn't as big a deal as you think. People want to live always in the panicky parts of the top and bottom. They don't want to. The good stuff's all in the middle,
Boring.
But yeah, the middle's boring. Yeah,
middle's boring. Yeah,
and people love to talk shit too, myself included. If something bad happens, you can analyze that. You can see what went wrong, why it went wrong, make fun of them. If somebody did great, you're like, oh, fuck. Yeah. Knew he was going to get it.
They're supposed to.
Yeah.
Remember when Tiger Woods got caught with the 12 or 13 ladies?
Yeah, yeah.
I remember one sports guy saying, he owes me an apology. And I'm like, what for?
Yeah.
Why? Because
he's
he
a
got more
golfer.
pussy than you?
Yeah.
Golfer. That's
Jesus,
all he is.
I don't understand any of that shit. Why you would... I don't understand why that's newsworthy. Why is it on the news that this guy fucked around? It's not newsworthy. No. It's not newsworthy. Why are we watching the trial of Johnny Depp and his wife and her shit in the bed?
I don't know.
Why is that on the news? Why do we care about that? It's a personal matter.
I think
people are attracted to chaos.
Yeah, but
like a fucking car accident. You just gotta look at it.
You have to watch. Yeah.
Yeah.
I think it's too what you said though. We like to see people that have success fall.
Yeah.
Right, and she took him down, and now he's trying to take or gain it back. And I think people are looking forward to seeing him get his revenge on her or something like that.
He blows a lot of money on stupid shit. That's part of the reason why there's so many of these trials too, is because I think he just blows money on stupid shit. He doesn't have any respect for it, eh?
No.
Yeah, he hasn't been living on planet Earth for the last 30 years, so I kind of don't really blame him.
Nah, I mean you just have a different reality. He spent a shit ton of money sending Hunter S. Thompson's ashes into this
Did he really?
into space or something. He sent it up in a rocket or something.
I wonder if that's what Hunter wanted.
Yeah, it was all
I think it
to his
was,
specifications. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
And he built that giant fucking statue or whatever, the big fist.
Yeah, it was in a big fist. Yeah, that's right. It's the best. That is great, man. I love characters like that in history, Hunter S. Thompson, who's another one? When you look at his daily routine, you ever look at his daily routine of how he wakes up in the morning and he would, or he didn't really wake up in the morning. I think he woke up at 2 p.m.
Yeah, it was.
And it would be he would smoke cigarettes, drink coffee, do cocaine, and then it would be, then
2 shots of whiskey, and then dinner.
Yeah, then he would,
and then more cocaine.
Yeah, more cocaine. And then when it came time, then he started doing acid and stuff, and then it was time for writing.
Yeah, at about 11, it was time to start writing.
Yeah, and it was a daily routine. Winston Churchill had a routine like that too, or even the Queen's 4 drinks a day. Hey,
Queen Liz?
Yeah, Queen Elizabeth. I think she drinks 4 cocktails a day.
But they're heroes cocktails too. They're not.
They're not 1 ounce.
Yeah.
Yeah. She's drinking a full
size.
Yeah, they're drinking martinis, kind of she's that woman. Yeah, she's drank a lot of booze in her day. But they're gonna.
Why not? She's 1,000 years old. She can do no wrong. Fucking get after it.
Those fuckers really live forever, right?
Nothing.
Yeah.
Do you know that the fucking? I'm sorry about my language, Rick.
Oh yeah.
Because you're a guest.
He doesn't normally cuss.
But do you know that the 88% of the territories in Canada are owned by the monarchy? They're not even owned by not Great Britain or nothing. They're owned by the royal family. That's why when Prince Charles comes here, he goes to visit Northwest Territories. You're like, what? He always what? He goes to Inuvik. He owns it.
He's just checking up on his property.
Yeah. Like the royal family owns that, not the country of Great Britain or nothing. Like they actually own it, and it's governed by the Governor General, who's like the Queen's bitch.
So we have to pay a fee to have that land.
I guess
The
so.
monarchy? Yeah.
I don't know how it works, but they actually have ownership rights or something. And
So does he get to just walk in anybody's house?
He should do something about the water problem up there.
Shitty
landlord.
Well, next time they come asking Canada, you'd be like, "Oh, I'm gonna go ask a fucking Liz over there."
Yeah.
Chuck.
Get a plumber up there and fix the problems.
Billy.
Yeah.
King Billy. You know that the young guy, the William, when he went bald, no offense, Wes.
Oh, good.
You look cool when you're bald, right? Fucking William, he kept the horseshoe, right? Don't you think that's stupid looking?
I would not keep the horseshoe.
Do you have a horseshoe?
No, it's on its way.
It's like Wes.
I have one.
You shave it though.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because you keep a horseshoe, you look like 10 times older, right?
Yeah.
You would look like Homer Simpson.
I shaved the horseshoe for Halloween a couple years ago.
You shaved it in and then it stayed?
No, I shaved it off that night when I got home.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, we went as Ron Burgundy and the Anchorman.
Oh, yeah?
I was Champ Kind, and I shaved the horseshoe in, but it was
really?
short-lived. It looked ridiculous.
Champ's a beauty, eh?
Yeah, whammies.
Anyways, what were we talking about? Let's go into a segment we call, are you ready on the stinger there? Mm-hmm. Let's go, every week we do a segment, and we call it feedback. We got feedback.
We got feedback. It's feedback. It's motherfucking feedback.
Hey, welcome to feedback. We got feedback. Oh man, we're blowing this board out. Can you just drag that audio, go down under there, and see that right underneath where it says audio mixer? Oh no. Yeah, and there's a bar, and it's right to the end. Just bring it in a little bit. There you go. That's cool. All right. See, that doesn't blow up as much. I'm sorry to everyone if you're listening and it was all blowing your drums out. We got it probably better now. Welcome to Feedback. We got feedback. This week's segment is brought to you, as always, by our friends at CleanFlow. Go to cleanflow.com. Check out all their great products. Lubricate your life with CleanFlow. And also go to livefromthedutchhall.com and click on our Amazon banner, do some of your Amazon shopping, and then we'll get some of that rich bastard Bezos' money. And that's how it works. And you can also go to patreon.com/DutchHall and support us. There's a number of different ways you can do it there. And if you do, we will send you the Forbidden Hot Tub video that has been banned by Dave Charters, which we will keep doing until he listens to a show and realizes that we're doing it. So do it now, and you can see the hot tub video. And that's it for sponsors. We did not get to our Queen's feedback last week. And so I made a promise that I would get to it this week. And I'm a man of my word. So first I need to go into photos, which I don't know what they are. Fucking phone. It used to be on my front page, and now... Oh. How's it work?
You need the engineer to look at that?
Yeah, where's the photos on this fucking thing? Can you... To your left? Left? I'm going to go photos. Photo. There we go.
Yeah.
So my icon. Okay. Hey, Pete, she says. I was just listening to Guy talk and making some dinner and enjoying listening to you guys chat. Makes me smile. And Beaver Gets Chatty was also great. I do like this style where it's just the people shooting the shit. It was good to get to chat with you guys when I was in for the 400th episode. Sandwiched in the middle was Jason Allen, who seems like a good guy, but yeah, was very heavy on the shop talk. At least you apologize in advance. Thanks for all the shout-outs and keep up the great show. Jen. Thank you, Jen. And once again, everyone else is a cheap bastard compared to Jen. And the other piece of feedback there was from our Diamond Club member, Emil Van Steeg. And Emil is all the way from Australia. And he says, I like the harvest hat idea. You guys had me Google the Prime Minister of Taiwan and Finland. And I'm surprised. I understand Finland. Like, you want to... Today I was watching the news, and they were doing, like, one of those bumpers to, like, advertise more news or whatever. And they had, like, just a brief shot where they had a bunch of world leaders getting ready for a picture.
Rocket was there.
And Finland was fixing her hair.
Yeah.
And I was with my family, eating a bowl of cereal or something. And I just go, there she is. She's so dreamy, eh? The Prime Minister of Finland. Look her up.
God.
Gorgeous.
I haven't seen.
She might have lost her job. I'm not sure.
She's a rocket, though.
She's a rocket.
She'll find other work.
Striking.
Pretty gal.
Anyways, but he also, I don't know what we said about Taiwan that made her so alluring that Emil had to look her up. But she was very average.
Yes.
Very average.
That's a very kind way of saying it.
Yeah. She would look like someone who, facing the crowd. Right?
She would definitely blend.
Yeah. Anyway, so enjoyed the show, especially the story about Paul and the rides. I never got to go on any rides because they aren't built for tall fatzos.
Oh.
Isn't that
I
sad?
don't think he should be hard on himself. Like, I never met the guy, but I'd make a ride for him.
Yeah. We should have a whole amusement park for tall fatzos.
Right.
It would be called, what would it be called? How about,
Big and tall amusement hall.
yeah, or,
It's got a nice ring to it.
You're really chipping it up here.
yeah, I was thinking Six Flags, and then I'm like, well, what's
10 flags because they're bigger.
Yeah. It's not good.
Yeah.
Cedar Point, Disneyland. I'm thinking there's got to be play on words with any of those, and I was just like striking out. Strike one. This is shop talk. Eh? I'm talking about how I fucking suck at writing jokes on the fly. I just did.
It sounds like you want to
You can do a shot if you want.
I might have to. Maybe I will.
Maybe for there's got to be something for the husky ride goer.
Well, that is bullshit. Because what do they ride? It's bad enough they can't even ride a goddamn airplane.
That's true.
Because there's no leg room in it for those big fellas. Anyways, apparently, it's difficult for big guys to get T-shirts, in the big sizes. Yeah. So I've gone out of my way, and I got a T-shirt going to Emil.
Nice.
Right all the way across the ocean to Australia, and it's big enough to fit all of them in there.
Well, you know what? You don't body shame.
And I don't even think he's going to be wearing that in the barn. He's going to be wearing that to church.
Yeah, man.
A nice Dutch Hall shirt, you wear it to church, Emil.
Wear it to a nightclub.
Yeah. Well, I don't think you go to nightclubs when you're a dairy farmer.
No, wear it to a day club.
Yeah, dairy farmers don't go to nightclubs, I don't think.
No. Unless
My opinion. Tell me if I'm wrong, Emil, but I don't picture you to be the nightclub guy. I think you're probably more of a drinking in the shop guy.
Yeah.
Eh?
Nice couple beers after the morning milking.
Yeah. Wouldn't it be funny if we found out this whole time he's not even milking cows, but
He
he's
lives in Boston.
No, he's milking kangaroos.
Ooh.
He's milking teats of a kangaroo,
Okay.
and they're kicking at him the whole time he's trying to pull at those teats.
That's a man's man.
Yeah.
Better than milking a bull. That's all I know.
You only do that once. Yeah, and then you're covered in cum.
Cum jokes.
Once an hour.
What?
Once an hour. Whoa.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly. You gotta give him a break. Let the bull have a little nap.
That's some thick cream.
Yeah. You get tired after you've been milked.
Oh, fuck, he's just standing there.
You ever have your prostate milked?
No.
Never?
I heard it's delightful, though.
I don't think it has pleasure. I think it's just fun to see lots of goop come out of your cock. But that's my understanding of it. But I could be wrong. But apparently they just massage your prostate to milk out the seminal fluid.
Well, the story that I heard,
But it doesn't make you like cum. You just like goose coming out.
Yeah, they apparently a fella at work had this done, and he explained it to me in a very, very thick Spanish accent. So it was a beautiful story.
Oh yeah.
But I guess they go in there and they just kind of go, whap, and it just comes out. It's like a little pump.
Like a silly string comes
Yeah,
out.
they don't.
And it shoots out.
Yeah, apparently they massage to kind of like see what they're feeling for, and then out it comes.
Peter North.
They give it a push.
I'm like, Jesus Christ, that sounds aggressive.
But it doesn't feel like you're coming. Like it doesn't feel good.
Yeah, it doesn't have the orgasm part of it.
Yeah, that's what I mean. So you'd have to time it perfect. So you're going to have that kind of an orgasm, and then you'd stick up your ass or whatever to hit that thing.
That button.
Or you just jerk off while the doctor's in there doing his thing.
Well, yeah.
He's already in there.
I didn't think about doing it at the doctor's office. I was thinking about doing a home thing. I was doing
Where
a home.
do you think about it?
As a doctor, this is inappropriate.
I was going to ask my wife to do it. I was going to be like, hey, apparently I can get more stuff coming out. I just want to see about it. You stick something up my ass when I tell you when.
Purely for science.
But if she goes in there and just loiters a little bit, that'll help you along.
Yeah, but I don't want her doing that. I have too much respect for her.
You don't want her to do it until she does.
Oh no, sir, man. I'm really. I don't. My thing is, it's a real dog's breakfast back there. I wouldn't wish that on anyone. No. Yeah, poor woman. You know, even when I'm, I don't like that stuff. You know, I wouldn't want anyone to go anywhere near my ass. That's a bad place to be. That's what I say. I don't even like thinking about it, Rick.
See, that's why you don't leave it up to the guy, though.
What?
That's why you don't leave it up to the guy. You don't ask.
You
just go in and ask for forgiveness.
Oh my God! If a poor woman did that, she would just have a real surprise on her hands.
But it'd be on her own accord.
Yeah, it'd be her fault. I'd be like, Jesus, you did not warn me.
You're not listening to my podcast.
No, unless you got Prep H all over your fingers, stay out of there.
So if you beg her for it, it's not going to be good if she goes in there. You're just going to be thinking it's sad. She's doing it for you.
Yeah. The whole thing doesn't even, I don't see the need for it, you know?
I like your psychology, though.
There's no need.
I like your psychology on this.
What are you saying? Say it again. I'm out. Like, I want to hear what he's agreeing with.
Well, I think just, leaving it out of your hands.
Say letting the woman sneak up on you and just surprise you with it, you know?
Well, like even no matter what you're doing, be it, having sex or a blowjob, if she makes you feel like she's there because she wants to be there, it's way better.
Yeah, he's saying don't.
If she's on top of you doing you a favor because you're like, come on.
If a girl's real excited to eat my ass.
We just took it to the next level. I'm talking fingers, but
sorry, you're talking finger, whatever. I'll tell you something. If she's gonna put a finger in my butt, as soon as she's not gonna shove it in quick, right? You gotta get it. You still gotta work up to it. That's the lesson one of butt play.
She's got tiny fingers.
Yeah,
that's not really something you can sneak up in, no matter what angle. Unless you're.
No, that's what I'm saying. So I'll have warning. I'll have warning to go as soon as I feel a finger in my region at all. There, I would be like, "What the fuck are you doing?" Then it's over.
Well, just talk some shop, have a couple shots, and.
Oh, you're saying if I was drunk, I could, I might be a little looser about my caboose.
Loosen up.
But I'm telling you, it doesn't matter. I'm monogamous. My wife doesn't. She's been given strict instructions to stay away from that zone. So then it's never a problem. You think if my wife listens to this program. And now she's listening to you saying what a woman's got to do is just sneak up on them. Then all of a sudden one day,
ambush.
I'm going to get ambushed by my wife with this thing I'm telling you clearly I do not want. Right? It's nothing about. It's just because. Yeah.
Is it your shame?
Well, it's my shame. It's my shame. It's where I poop.
She knows.
She knows where I poop. I don't even like her to smell my poop. That's the truth. I don't believe a spouse should smell their other spouse's poop.
Oh, we are different people.
I don't. Do you have more than one bathroom in your house?
Yeah.
That's key. Then you never have to smell each other's poop.
Yeah, I never want to smell hers, but
You want her to smell yours?
A little bit, yeah. It's a power move.
Is it you Dutch oven?
No, I don't really have to.
You
If I fart in bed, it normally comes out like she enjoys it anyway. She doesn't.
It's like the rain suit thing where it comes at the top. Like, but you never just pulled the sheet over her head and force her under there against her will?
No, if it's a really good one, I'll let it cook a little bit and then just roll over really aggressively so the blanket's just.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
This is another story I just thought of that because of this. It was another time we were in. We went for a weekend. I was going to school in England, and we went away to France for the weekend. And there was these two American girls who, again, they made a supper, and we went to the bar with them and stuff like that, and they bought us drinks, and they were very ugly, but they were very kind, you know.
Yep.
Anyways, so the one girl was heavy set. The other girl was like troll-like, Yoda, we called her, right? Like
That's sweet.
yeah. And my friend Mark, was there, and it's a different Mark, but he was. This is after they cooked us dinner and stuff. We were sitting there, drinking, and he's sitting on the bed with this girl, and then all of a sudden he just like yells Dutch oven, and then like covers her, and she's squirming and stuff, and he's laughing, and he's making her smell his fart, you know. We met her like that day, and they did all this nice stuff for us.
That's a bold move.
Yeah, it's alcohol related, but it is. It really made me laugh because it was so inappropriate. You know, like that is the wrongest thing you can possibly do. Hey, Kev, do you know how long we've been going for?
I think we're getting close to an hour.
Are we?
Yeah.
Okay, because I got one game to play. You want to play this game?
Yeah.
Okay, this is what's called Two Truths and a Lie. You ever heard of it?
I think so.
This is where I'll tell you two truths and a lie. I'll tell you two true stories and one lie.
Fib.
And you have to guess which one is the lie. Okay? So all three of you will get to guess. This is the Celebrity Encounters edition. Okay? So in all three of these stories, I have an encounter with a celebrity. You have to tell me which one is the lie. Okay? Story one, me and Mike Myers played with the same baby in McDonald's. That's story one. Story two is that I rode beside Tom Green on a plane to San Francisco. And story three is I aired my armpits out with Wayne Gretzky.
I think number two is true.
No, there's two of them are true and one is a lie. Oh, so you're guessing the lie, but you're saying two is true? Which one is that?
You and Tom Green.
You're saying that's the true one?
I think so.
So which one's the lie of the other two?
Armpits.
Armpits is the lie?
Yeah.
Okay. Wes?
I'll say the Mike Myers is the lie.
You think Mike Myers is the lie?
I think Mike Myers is a lie too.
Yeah.
Well, I'm going to have you all know that you're all wrong.
Oh, they're all true.
The lie is Tom Green. I was never on a plane with Tom Green. I did air my armpits out when I was 17. I was working at
the tennis tournament.
yeah, it was a tennis tournament, and
Story.
I was a bus boy, and it was very hot, and there was a guy in a suit airing his armpits out by this big fan, and I was way hotter, and I'm working, so I'm like, fuck this guy in the suit, and I nudged him out of the way, and I looked beside me, it's Wayne Gretzky, I'm pushing him out of the way. Great one. Yeah, that's true. And then when I was 18, I was in Quebec City, and I was in a McDonald's, and I was there was a baby that was like in her booth ahead of me and turned around and was like playing with me. I was playing with the baby. And then the baby turned around to face its mom, and then behind its mom in the booth there, Mike Myers came and sat down in that booth and then was interacting with the same baby that I had just been playing with. So technically, and I said to my buddy, hey, that's Mike Myers. And he goes, who's that?
Way.
And then I go, you know, from Wayne's World? And he goes, nah.
No way.
Because it was before the movie. It was just Saturday Night Live at that time, and my friend didn't know who he was. Anyways, so those are true.
Wow.
Old stories.
Did good?
You sucked. All you guys
Got
did,
us all.
right? So I'm good at that game.
Yeah.
So I won that game. There's no winners or losers. Do you know who the winners are tonight? Everybody who's listened to the end.
Everybody with ears.
Yeah. So thank you, everyone. I assume we're close.
I'm not sure.
Good
engineer.
But we have a good engineer on it. Anyways, if you liked our show, Rick, how do people find you on the socials? Do people follow you or anything?
Not really, but I am just Ric Aleexandre on Facebook.
Ric Aleexandre on Facebook, and he will be at the Galley Pump in Hamilton this Saturday. The Galley Pump. Bring a knife.
Just in case.
Yeah, you never know what's going to happen there.
And you can find me. I'm Dutch Hall on all the things, or live from the Dutch Hall or the Dutch Hall. You can find us. Just look for us there, and support our Patreon. Wes, keep on rocking.
Yeah, man.
Trying.
Dude. And you know you're always my favorite. You know you are.
I don't doubt it.
You are the Nocturnal Emissions. Those other people can go fuck themselves, okay?
Yeah.
Not Mike. He was here last week. He's already redeemed himself. You've redeemed yourself.
I'm hoping one day we can all get back together. And
Well, the fact that you have that hope, Wes, gives me hope.
I give you my word. I am 100% in unless I get monkeypox.
Oh, monkeypox is
Then I'll have to
coming.
pull the plug again.
You got to fuck someone to get that.
Well, I won't get it. then.
I'll be okay then.
Yeah, I think this is the one I'm like, okay, good. It's just for those dirty whores.
That's right.
Another dirty whore disease. I love it.
Yeah, it's all for the naughties. One time when your terrible, boring lifestyle pays off. Eh?
Yeah.
Yeah. Anyways, we'll see you, NT. See you next Thursday.